Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Sara English. I'm Sarah, and I'm very happy that you are spending some time with us today.
And I'm Mike. Whether you are listening at home, on a train, at work during a break, or while taking a walk, thank you for joining us.
We hope you can relax, enjoy the conversation, and learn some natural English at the same time.
Today, we have a topic that almost everyone can talk about, because we all have one.
Yes, today we are talking about your childhood. We will share memories, stories, useful vocabulary, and simple conversations that you can use in real life.
This episode is designed for B1 to B2 English learners, so our English will be clear, natural, and comfortable to follow.
You do not need to understand every single word perfectly. Just listen, enjoy the conversation, and let your English grow naturally.
Sometimes you may hear a new expression. Don't worry too much. Try to understand it from the situation.
Before we begin, we have a simple question for you.
Yes, think about this while you listen. What is your favorite childhood memory?
You don't have to answer right now. Just keep the question in your mind.
Maybe your favorite memory is playing outside with your friends after school.
Maybe it is spending time with your grandparents during summer vacations.
Or maybe you remember your first day at school, even if you felt nervous.
Childhood memories can make us smile, laugh, and sometimes even feel a little emotional.
They remind us of people, places, games, and moments that helped shape who we are today.
Today, we are going to learn how to talk about those memories in English in a natural way.
We will also explain useful vocabulary that native speakers often use when they talk about childhood.
Mike, when someone says the word childhood, what comes into your mind first?
The first thing I imagine is freedom. I think about long afternoons, riding my bicycle, and feeling like the day would never end.
I like that answer, because many children feel that way. Time feels slower when we are young.
Exactly. During childhood, even small adventures feel exciting.
I remember that when I was little, every weekend felt special.
Why was that?
Because I always believed something interesting would happen. Maybe we would visit relatives, maybe we would go to the park, or maybe we would simply stay home and play games.
Children often find happiness in simple things.
Yes, they don't always need expensive activities or big plans.
Sometimes a cardboard box becomes a spaceship.
That is so true. A few blankets can become a castle, and the living room suddenly becomes another world.
Children have amazing imaginations.
That's one reason childhood is such an interesting topic to discuss in English.
Because everyone has different memories, but many feelings are surprisingly similar.
Let's begin with an important word, the word childhood.
Childhood means the period of your life when you were a child.
For example, you can say, I had a happy childhood.
Or, my childhood was full of adventure.
Another useful phrase is when I was little.
Native speakers use this expression very often.
Instead of always saying when I was a child, you can also say when I was little.
For example, when I was little, I loved drawing.
Or, when I was little, I was afraid of dogs.
Both sound very natural.
Mike, what were you like when you were little?
I think I was curious. I wanted to know how everything worked.
Really?
Yes, sometimes I took apart my toys because I wanted to see what was inside.
Did you put them back together?
Well, sometimes.
So, some toys had a very short life.
Yes, I think my parents were very patient with me.
That reminds me of my younger cousin.
Did he do the same thing?
Almost. He wanted to press every button he could find.
Television remote controls?
Yes,
Washing machines?
definitely.
Elevators?
Every single time.
Children are wonderful explorers.
They really are.
Sarah, what were you like as a child?
I was a little shy when I met new people, but once I felt comfortable, I talked a lot.
That sounds familiar.
I also loved reading stories before bedtime.
Did someone read them to you?
Sometimes my parents did, and later I started reading by myself.
Reading together creates wonderful memories.
Yes, because you don't only remember the story, you also remember the feeling.
The room, the voices, the comfortable blanket, and the peaceful evening.
Exactly. Our memories are connected to many small details.
That is something interesting about childhood.
Even a simple smell can remind you of many years ago.
Maybe the smell of fresh bread,
Or flowers in your grandmother's garden.
or rain during summer vacation.
Sometimes a song can also bring back old memories.
You hear a melody and suddenly you remember a classroom, an old friend, or a family trip.
Memory is amazing.
It really is.
Now let's learn another useful expression.
The expression is grow up.
To grow up means to become older, from being a child to becoming an adult.
For example, I grew up in a small town.
Or, my sister grew up near the beach.
This is one of the most common expressions in English.
Mike, where did you grow up?
I grew up in a quiet neighborhood where almost everyone knew each other.
That sounds friendly.
It was. We often played outside until sunset.
Children don't always need organized activities.
No, we made our own fun.
What kinds of games did you play?
We played hide and seek, football, tag, and sometimes we created games with our own rules.
I think every group of children invents at least one game that adults would never understand.
That's true.
Did you usually win?
Not always, but I always enjoyed playing.
I think that's an important lesson.
What lesson?
Children often care more about enjoying the game than winning it.
Sometimes adults forget that.
Yes, we become busy, serious, and focused on results.
Childhood reminds us that simple moments can also be valuable.
Let's teach another useful phrase.
The phrase is make friends.
To make friends means to become friends with someone new.
For example, I made many friends at school.
Or, it was easy for my brother to make friends.
Friendship is one of the biggest parts of childhood.
Many people still remember their first best friend.
Do you?
Yes, I do. We spent hours talking, drawing, and imagining different adventures.
Are you still friends today?
Not anymore, but I still remember those happy days with a smile.
Friendships can be very special because they are often simple and honest.
You don't think about careers, money, or responsibilities. You simply enjoy spending time together.
That simplicity is beautiful.
It really is. As you listen today, think about your own childhood.
Think about where you grew up, who your friends were, and what made you laugh the most.
Don't worry if your memories are different from ours.
Every childhood is unique, and every story is worth sharing.
In the next part, we'll continue talking about school life, favorite toys, family traditions, funny childhood mistakes, and many useful expressions that will help you describe your own memories naturally. One part of childhood that almost everyone remembers is school. Even if our experiences were different, school gave us many stories that stayed with us for years.
That's true. Some memories are funny, some are embarrassing, and some are surprisingly emotional.
Mike, do you remember your first day at school?
Very clearly. I remember wearing a new backpack that looked much bigger than I was.
I think many children have that experience.
I was excited, but I was also nervous because everything felt new.
What made you nervous?
I didn't know my teacher, I didn't know my classmates, and I wondered if I would make new friends.
Those are very normal feelings.
Fortunately, after a few days, school already felt much more comfortable.
My first day was a little different.
Really? What happened?
I remember holding my mother's hand very tightly before entering the classroom.
You didn't want to let go?
Not at all. I thought she might disappear if I stopped holding her hand.
Children often worry about things that adults don't even think about.
Yes, but after meeting my teacher and talking to a few classmates, I slowly relaxed.
Sometimes all we need is one friendly smile.
Exactly.
Here's another useful phrase for our listeners: fit in.
To fit in means to feel accepted by the people around you.
For example, you can say, "It took me a few weeks to fit in at my new school."
Or, she quickly fit in because everyone was kind.
This expression isn't only for children. Adults use it too.
That's right. You can use it when talking about a new job, a new city, or even a new group of friends.
Childhood is often the first time we learn how to fit in with different people.
Sometimes it feels easy, and sometimes it takes a little longer.
Sarah, what was your favorite subject at school?
I really enjoyed literature because I loved reading stories and imagining different worlds.
That makes sense.
I also enjoyed art because I could be creative without worrying too much about the right answer.
Art gives children freedom to express themselves.
What about you?
I liked science because I enjoyed asking questions and doing simple experiments.
Did everything go well?
Not always. One time, I mixed things together during a science activity without listening carefully.
Let me guess, it didn't end well.
It created much more foam than anyone expected. The classroom became very noisy.
At least you gave everyone an unforgettable lesson.
Yes, but I also learned that instructions are important.
Childhood is full of lessons like that.
We learn by trying, making mistakes, and trying again.
That's one reason children improve so quickly.
They are usually not afraid to make mistakes,
Adults sometimes become too worried about looking perfect.
especially when learning a language.
Exactly. Many English learners are afraid of saying something incorrectly.
But children remind us that mistakes are part of learning.
If you never make mistakes, you probably aren't trying anything new.
That's a wonderful mindset.
Let's move to another part of childhood that many people remember with a smile.
Toys.
Toys can tell us a lot about our childhood.
Some people loved building things.
Others preferred dolls, toy cars, puzzles, or stuffed animals.
Did you have a favorite toy?
Yes, I had a soft teddy bear that went almost everywhere with me.
Did it have a name?
Of course, every important teddy bear needs a name.
What was it?
It was called Benny.
That's a friendly name.
Benny traveled around the house, joined pretend tea parties, and even helped with homework. He sounds very busy. He had a full schedule.
My favorite toy was a small collection of toy cars.
Did you race them?
Every day, I built roads using books, pillows, and boxes.
Children have wonderful creativity.
We didn't need expensive racetracks.
Imagination did most of the work.
Exactly.
Here's another useful expression: pretend.
To pretend means to imagine that something is real even though it isn't.
Children pretend to be doctors, teachers, astronauts, or superheroes.
Adults also pretend sometimes, especially during games with children.
For example, we pretended that the sofa was a pirate ship.
Or, my sister pretended to be a teacher.
Pretending helps children develop creativity and confidence.
It also creates wonderful memories.
Speaking of memories, family traditions are another important part of childhood.
Yes, every family has little traditions that feel completely normal until you grow up.
Then you realize other families did things differently.
Exactly.
One tradition in my family was eating breakfast together every Sunday.
That sounds relaxing.
Nobody was in a hurry. We talked, laughed, and planned the day together.
Those conversations become valuable memories later.
They really do.
My family enjoyed evening walks after dinner.
Every evening?
Almost every evening when the weather was nice.
What did you talk about?
Sometimes school, sometimes sports, and sometimes absolutely nothing important.
Funny how those simple conversations stay with us.
Yes, we often think big events create the strongest memories, but many wonderful memories come from ordinary days.
That's such an important idea.
Childhood isn't only about birthdays and vacations.
It's also about everyday moments that quietly become unforgettable.
Like helping in the kitchen.
Or watching rain through the window.
Or laughing so hard that everyone else starts laughing too.
Mike, do you remember getting into trouble as a child?
Oh yes, more than once.
Tell us one story.
One afternoon, my friends and I were playing football in front of a neighbor's house.
I think I know where this story is going.
The ball hit a flower pot.
Did it break?
Completely.
Oh no.
We all became very quiet.
What happened next?
We decided to tell the truth instead of running away.
That was brave.
The neighbor wasn't happy at first, but after we apologized and helped clean everything up, the situation became much better.
That experience probably taught you responsibility.
It certainly did.
I also remember making funny mistakes.
Really?
One day, I accidentally wore 2 different shoes to school.
You didn't notice?
Not until lunchtime.
That must have been embarrassing.
It was for about 5 minutes.
And then?
Then everyone laughed, including me.
That's probably the best way to handle small mistakes.
Exactly. If we can laugh at ourselves sometimes, life becomes much lighter.
Our childhood teaches us many lessons that we continue using as adults.
We learn kindness.
We learn patience.
We learn curiosity.
And we slowly discover who we are becoming.
As you're listening, think about one lesson you learned during your childhood.
It doesn't have to be a big lesson.
Maybe you learned to share.
Maybe you learned to say sorry.
Or maybe you learned that every mistake can become a chance to grow.
In the final part, we'll talk about how childhood shapes our adult lives, review useful vocabulary, and share simple English questions you can use when talking about childhood with friends or in conversations.
As we continue our conversation, let's think about something interesting. Even though childhood ends, many parts of it stay with us for the rest of our lives.
That's very true. Our experiences, habits, and even the way we see the world often begin when we are very young.
Sometimes we don't even notice it.
For example, if you loved reading as a child, you might still enjoy spending quiet evenings with a good book.
Or if you enjoyed helping people when you were little, you may naturally choose a career where you can support others.
Childhood doesn't decide your future completely, but it certainly influences it.
Mike, is there something from your childhood that is still part of your life today?
Yes, I still enjoy exploring new places.
Just like when you rode your bicycle looking for little adventures?
Exactly. The adventures are different now, but the feeling is the same.
I like that idea.
What about you, Sarah?
I still enjoy writing in notebooks.
Really?
Yes, when I was little, I loved writing little stories and drawing pictures beside them.
And now?
Now I write ideas, plans, and sometimes even conversations like the ones we share here.
So one childhood habit quietly became part of your adult life.
That's right.
I think many listeners will discover something similar if they stop and think for a moment.
Here's a question for everyone listening.
What hobby did you enjoy when you were a child?
Do you still enjoy it today?
If the answer is yes, that's wonderful.
And if the answer is no, maybe this conversation reminds you to try it again someday.
Sometimes we become so busy that we forget the simple things that once made us happy.
Another interesting topic is family advice. Many of us still remember sentences that our parents or grandparents said again and again.
Did your family have a sentence like that?
Yes, my father often said, "Finish what you start."
That's a very useful lesson.
At the time, I didn't always appreciate hearing it.
Most children don't.
That's true.
That's true.
But years later, I realized those simple words helped me become more responsible.
My grandmother often told me, be kind because you never know what someone else is going through.
That is beautiful advice.
I still remember it whenever I meet new people.
Childhood lessons often stay in our hearts longer than we expect.
Even small conversations can become important memories.
Let's learn another useful expression.
The expression is look back on.
To look back on something means to think about the past.
For example, I look back on my childhood with happiness.
Or, she enjoys looking back on her school days.
Native speakers use this expression very naturally.
Here's another useful word, memorable.
Memorable means something that is easy to remember because it was special or meaningful.
For example, it was a memorable summer.
Or my first teacher was a memorable person.
Now let's imagine a conversation that you might have in English.
Someone asks, "What was your childhood like?"
You could answer, "My childhood was peaceful. I grew up in a small town and I spent a lot of time playing outside."
Or you could say, "My childhood was busy because I had many brothers and sisters."
Another common question is, what did you enjoy doing as a child?
You could answer, "I enjoyed reading books, riding my bicycle, and visiting my grandparents."
These are very natural answers.
Remember, you don't need difficult vocabulary to tell an interesting story.
Simple English with honest memories is often the most powerful.
That's something we always want to encourage.
Mike, if you could spend one day in your childhood again, what would you choose?
That's a difficult question.
Take your time.
I think I would choose one ordinary summer afternoon.
Not a birthday or a holiday?
No,
Why not?
because I didn't know at the time that those ordinary afternoons would become some of my happiest memories.
I completely understand that.
We were simply playing outside until the sky became orange, and nobody was thinking about tomorrow.
Sometimes ordinary days become extraordinary when we remember them years later.
What about you?
I would choose an evening when my whole family was together having dinner.
That sounds lovely.
There wasn't anything special happening.
Just everyone together?
Yes, we laughed, told stories, and stayed at the table longer than usual.
Moments like that become more valuable as time passes.
They remind us that happiness isn't always connected to big events.
Often, it's connected to people.
Exactly.
Before we finish today's episode, let's review some useful vocabulary.
Our first word is childhood.
Childhood is the period when you are a child.
Next is grow up.
It means to become an adult or to spend your childhood in a particular place.
Then we have fit in.
It means to feel accepted by the people around you.
Another useful word is pretend.
Pretend means to imagine something that isn't really happening.
We also learned look back on.
It means to remember and think about the past.
Another important word is memorable.
Memorable describes something that is easy to remember because it was meaningful or special.
Finally, let's remember the phrase make friends.
It simply means to become friends with someone.
These expressions are useful not only for English exams, but also for real conversations.
The next time someone asks you about your childhood, you'll have many natural ways to answer.
Before we say goodbye, we'd like you to think about one final question.
What is one childhood memory that still makes you smile today?
It could be a place, a person, a toy, a family tradition, or even a funny mistake.
Every memory tells a small part of your story.
If you'd like to practice your English, write your answer in the comments.
You can introduce yourself by writing, "I'm," your name, "from," your country, and one of my favorite childhood memories is...
Don't worry about making mistakes.
Every sentence you write is another step forward in your English journey.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We truly appreciate that you choose to learn English together with us.
Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep enjoying the learning process.
Take care of yourself, keep your curiosity alive, and we'll see you in the next episode of Talk Sara English.